Hello and welcome in this webinar. My name is Gilles Bonnabeau. I'm the director of Cypheme in the area of Europe, Middle East and Africa. I'm pleased to talk with you today. As you will understood, the Cypheme solution is not just sticker, but a complete anti-counterfeit environment and services. Our technology is the active link between all actors, customers, counterfeiters, investigation service, and justice. We did a small survey of 50 companies of different size and in different market sector to find out the average time taken for different actions. The first surprise, as you can see, it is long, extremely long, from 70 months to 2.5 years on average to get result. On the same survey, we asked also what was the starting point for counterfeit investigations. And there were another surprise. The first three category announced are rather linked to luck. Luck that a custom officer opened the right package, or that a reseller or consumer make a report. And the investigation starts from the bottom of the chain, from the reseller, because this is the visible part of the iceberg. It's very, very far from the head of the counterfeiter network. But we won't change the rule of this game. With a mass detection by your consumer, because you have more consumer than police, and it's also a message to the counterfeiter. As soon as you put our protection in place and communicate to your customer, counterfeiter will no longer be able to enter in your distribution chain because product without protections would be too visible. The counterfeiter has only one choice to keep their business in place, is to try to understand our technology. He won't be able to do that. But our defense mechanism and inspection AI will spot and trap in. This is why our solution will greatly shorten the investigation time because we trap and locate the head of the counterfeiter network first and not the fourth distributor. If you enter AI in the background, you can see our neural network in action aggregating the inspection data. But back to our cancer drug. This laboratory have invested for 2 years on a classic investigation structure with almost no results, just 2 small arresting resellers. But in 6 months, our technology has stopped a whole network of 80%. The ratio found by user of our technology are on average, reduce investigation investment by 2, focusing on the best target. Reduce intervention time by 4, and increase arrest result by at least 30%, depending on the degrees, of course, of counterfeiting. But what are the vectors for ROI calculations? First, the impact on the brand image. In addition to consumer opinion survey that show that counterfeiting is a brake on their consumptions, I have put here some testimony of people who have bought counterfeit at high price in official network, which can be seen by all consumers on internet. Of course, your brand image is impacted. In case of earth impact with counterfeit products, you will have to manage a crisis situations. I've put 2 examples of counterfeit earth case with cosmetic, a real impact on brand when this message are circulated. Unfortunately, counterfeiters are very well organized and the race to renew model is no longer a brake on counterfeiting. Example, a new perfume on the market and its counterfeit appear at less than 3 months after its launch. Here is an extract from a 70-page price list of counterfeit perfume. The latest release are marked news. Have a look, it's just unbelievable and scary, but it's the reality. With this American website, I can buy all the existing perfume, and everybody can even become a reseller all over the world. I open a reseller account and I have access to 10,000 references of the biggest brand. So it is genuine licensed product, gray market, counterfeit, a mix of all three. But what is sure, most of the major brands have distribution agreement by zone, and this distributor is not allowed to sell outside this zone. This kind of fraud is seen as an unfair competition by your distribution network. You will have to manage this. Of course, these first 4 points are difficult to measure, but we can well imagine the importance of their impact. For financial laws, to explain this point, let's go back to our cancer drugs. Our technology has estimated the annual fraud at $17 million. Currently, we are stopping $13 million of fraud on only 1 year. It's really huge. But out of this 13 million stop, the question is, how many patients who bought the fake product will buy the real product? What is the fake to real conversion rate? When you have advanced cancer, taking the molecule is vital, which make the conversion rate very high. And for this product, it is 85%. According to a Unifarm survey, 30% of people who bought counterfeit product were not aware of it. You can use this conversion rate as an average for other sectors than Earth. We have achieved an impressive return of investment of $11 million, and that's only in 1 year. So yes, we can say Cypheme technology make the fight against counterfeiting profitable. It's multiply your revenue and your brand image, and it's a win-win partnership. Any questions? I have a look on your questions, so many questions. I cannot answer to all the questions on this webinar, but sure, I send you a personal email with the answer. I can take 2 or 3. In the case you mentioned, how did you get in touch with the police? How did the brand do to file complaint, and what is the procedure? It's an interesting question, and the answer will surprise you. We ask about the police department responsible for counterfeit in the area of the counterfeiter. We make an appointment with the police and the brand, of course. We expose all the data of the counterfeiter network with evidence. And they told us, we will see. The brand did not even file a complaint. 2 months later, the police contact us and say, we arrest them, watch the report on CCTV, thank you for your information. For the brand, no complaint, no lawyer, no legal fees, and a network under lock and keys. A great success. Another question, do you have any relationship with customers? Yes, of course, we have a lot of contact with the customer. And our solution will save you a lot of time and efficiency, because instead of sending you hundreds of photos to authenticate the product, the customer will be able to check their authenticity by themselves by a simple photo on the smartphone. And they have an instant answer. Another question, let me check. You talk about counterfeiter product, but I advise government on tax stamp, drug certification for Earth Ministry and product certification to standard. Can your solution be applied on this specific case? Yes, this webinar is for brand, but yes, we are already working on this 3 field with government. also on Visa or ID card recognition space AI, for example, for online bank KYC. But let's have a private meeting for that subject. I will contact you. I have my contact information on this page. Feel free to write me or if you want to extend this debate. This is the end of the webinar. Thank you for listening and see you soon.